Mama June. WeTV shares, emotional mid-season trailer, it's gonna be hard. The Family Crisis Season 7 might have premiered just a few weeks ago, but WeTV has already dropped the mid-season trailer. The network shared the first sneak peek of the upcoming drama in the next few episodes, and fans are not ready for it. Mama June and her family's lives will likely take an unexpected turn as the issues already get worse. Things could drastically change with the rising tension, explosive confrontations, and emotional breakdowns. The past few seasons have also been pretty heartbreaking for the WeTV fans. Anna's cancer diagnosis and her passing broke the family completely. June and her daughters are now dealing with their own issues in the ongoing season. What really can happen? How will their lives unfold? Mama June. June blames Josh for her strained bond with Pumpkin. Shannon and Josh Efford were never the two peas in a pod. The latter never had an amazing bond with his mother-in-law. He even felt she was the root cause of his problems with Pumpkin. The Mama June star admitted on Season 7 that his mother-in-law's drug addiction issues were the core reason behind his issues with his wife. However, June didn't let Josh accuse her of his breakup. She admitted being against his and Lauren's marriage from the start. The reality star even warned her daughter about his intentions. June stayed away from Pumpkin's house when she was happily married to Josh. She also noted that he didn't want his wife to spend time with her mom. Hence, the reality TV star started hanging out with Lauren and spending more time with her. Mama June and her daughters face major challenges in mid-season trailer. Mama June and her family are back on TV to feature back-to-back drama. In the past 3 episodes, viewers got to know about their current dynamics. However, the drama seems to be far from over. Recently, WeTV dropped the mid-season trailer to share a glimpse of the upcoming episodes. In it, June was celebrating something big with her family and they raised a toast. In the next scene she states, "Even though we are a dysfunctional family, dysfunctionality works for our family." Pumpkin has a serious conversation with Josh in the next scene. She feels they really need to finalize the divorce process. The reality TV star goes to file the papers with her husband. Josh fears his children's reaction to the news. He also admitted that it would be harder to break the news to their oldest daughter, Ella. Meanwhile, Caitlin declared, "I want this house, not any other house," after June planned to vacate the house. Fans are curious to find out what will really go down in the upcoming episodes. The ongoing season of The Family Crisis will likely have only 8 episodes. Hence, Mama June fans are curious to find out whether June won Caitlin's court case. They also look forward to knowing about Josh and Pumpkin's divorce saga. Alana has already been upset about her sister's divorce. She hoped to see her happy again. Still, it will be interesting to find out whether Lauren will introduce her new partner on the show. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for more tea on Season 7. The Mama June universe is gearing up for one of its most emotional, gut-wrenching mid-season stretches yet, and WeTV has just poured fuel on an already blazing fire. The network has dropped a brand new mid-season trailer that has fans reeling, gasping, and rushing online to decode every second of tension, heartbreak, and raw honesty that flickers across the screen. It's a dramatic sneak peek loaded with tears, confrontations, hard truths, family fractures, glimmers of healing, and the unmistakable message that the road ahead is about to get even rockier. And as one voice in the trailer warns with trembling vulnerability, it's gonna be hard. That single line has become the emotional pulse of the mid-season, a signal that the episodes ahead will test bonds, push boundaries, dig into long-buried pain, and force the family to confront realities that can no longer be ignored. From the very first frame, the trailer makes clear that this mid-season will dig deeper than ever into the aftershocks of trauma, addiction, mistrust, and long-standing wounds the family has struggled to navigate for years. Mama June is seen sitting in stark lighting, voice wavering, eyes rimmed with exhaustion and regret. She admits she is terrified of losing the people who matter most. She confesses that the damage she caused is not something she can snap her fingers and erase. It's one of the rawest, most vulnerable admissions fans have heard from June in a long time. But it's also met with skepticism from her daughters who have heard promises before. Promises that were broken, promises that hurt, and promises that left them rebuilding their lives without their mother. Then comes Alana, now older, busier, and more determined to carve out her own future, but still carrying the weight of childhood wounds. In the trailer, she shares a moment that stops viewers in their tracks. A trembling confession about how exhausting it is to keep hoping her family will one day function like everyone else's. Her voice cracks, her eyes fill, and the rawness of her vulnerability hits with a force that even longtime fans weren't prepared for. Alana isn't just frustrated. She's tired. She's hurting. And she's bracing for impact as the next chapter unfolds. Meanwhile, Lauren Pumpkin Effort, who has carried the emotional and parental load for years, emerges once again as the tough, protective backbone of the family. But the trailer reveals what fans have long suspected. Pumpkin is nearing her breaking point. Between raising her own children, caring for Alana, navigating financial pressures, and managing the fallout of June's past choices, Pumpkin is stretched to her limit. In several mid-season scenes, she appears overwhelmed, exhausted, and struggling to keep her emotions in check. The trailer hints at rising tension between Pumpkin and June, with Pumpkin finally voicing truths she has held back for far too long. She confronts June with a brutally vulnerable honesty, telling her that apologies are not enough, that actions matter, that emotional labor can no longer fall solely on her shoulders. It's a powerful moment that sets the tone for the emotional turbulence ahead. Jessica is also featured more heavily this season, with glimpses of her own growth journey and emotional discoveries. In the trailer, she appears reflective and contemplative, hinting at internal battles she may finally be ready to address. Jessica's storyline has often been overshadowed by the louder, more chaotic arcs surrounding her family, but this mid-season seems committed to giving her narrative the space and depth it deserves. She opens up about feeling lost, left behind, and uncertain about where she belongs in the family puzzle. There are tense moments between Jessica and June, with Jessica demanding accountability in ways she never has before. But there are also tender sparks, tiny glimpses of possible healing. The storyline looms heavily in the trailer, her appearances threaded with somberness and gravity. Her battle with cancer remains one of the deepest emotional pillars of the season. The camera lingers on her in several quiet, poignant shots that tell a story even before any words are spoken. Anna's presence in the trailer is minimal but powerful, as the family prepares for devastating health updates, heartbreaking decisions, and emotional revelations that will leave fans sobbing. Her journey brings the family together in moments of unity and love, but it also cracks open old wounds as the sisters and June struggle with fear, anger, helplessness, and guilt. The mid-season trailer makes it clear that Anna's arc will be the emotional anchor of the back half of the season. Gino's return in the teaser adds another layer of shock and tension. June's former partner appears in a dramatic flash that immediately sends fans into a speculative frenzy. His presence raises countless questions. Why is he back? What does he want? How will his return affect June's progress? The trailer offers no clear answers, only June's wide-eyed reaction and her daughter's visible discomfort. It's a promise that old ghosts are returning, and the family will have no choice but to confront the unresolved emotional storms Gino left behind. Josh Efford, Pumpkin's husband, is shown in several scenes expressing stress, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. His role as provider, protector, and stabilizer has always been essential, but this time it's clear the weight he's been carrying is beginning to crush him. The trailer reveals tension in his marriage to Pumpkin as the couple faces new pressures that strain their communication, patience, and unity. Fans have long admired Pumpkin and Josh's partnership, but this mid-season suggests that even the strongest bonds will be put to the test. June's husband, Justin Stroud, appears in intimate moments with June, moments full of both tenderness and tension. He struggles to support June while also navigating his own demons. Beneath his calm demeanor, the trailer hints at resentment, fear, and frustration brewing beneath the surface. Justin has been a grounding force for June, but the emotional turbulence ahead threatens to unravel them both. The mid-season trailer also teases dramatic new therapy sessions, explosive family meetings, and deeply emotional confrontations that have been building over multiple seasons. One of the most powerful scenes shows the entire family gathered in one room, tensions boiling over as long-held grievances erupt into raw, unfiltered exchanges. Tears are shed, voices are raised, and honesty cuts deep. It's the kind of scene that defines a season, a moment that fans will talk about long after the credits roll. But even amidst all the heartbreak, the mid-season trailer also hints at something the Mama June franchise has always at its core been about: hope. There are soft moments of laughter between the sisters, glimpses of June trying to mend relationships, and tender flashes that remind viewers that love still threads through the family, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. The closing clip of the trailer delivers the emotional knockout punch. Alana, with trembling voice and tear-filled eyes, whispers, "It's gonna be hard." It is not just a line. It is a confession, an emotional truth, a warning, and an echo of what so many families in real life feel when they navigate trauma, healing, forgiveness, and the long road toward stability. Fans are already buzzing that this may be the most intense, emotional, and unfiltered mid-season the show has ever delivered. The Mama June universe has never shied away from raw storytelling, but this time the stakes are higher, the emotions deeper, and the wounds even more complex. The mid-season trailer is not just a preview. It's a promise that the episodes ahead will push the family to their limits, expose truths they've run from, and reveal whether healing is truly possible or simply another dream that slips away. As the trailer closes, haunting music fades, leaving behind a silence that speaks louder than any words. Nothing will be easy. Nothing will be smooth. And the road ahead will be lined with emotional landmines that the family must navigate with caution, courage, and honesty.